Given the quadratic formulas in vertex form, identify the vertex and write down the equation for the axis of symmetry. Okay, the vertex is right here. This number and this number give you the vertex. The opposite of a -5 is 5, and it's shifted up 4, so 5, 4 is my vertex. This number right here is your axis of symmetry. So x equals 4. X equals 5. Jiminy crickets, what am I doing? Yeah, so x is equal to 5. If you put 5 in here, you get 0, don't you? Okay, right here, the vertex is going to be this number and this number. The opposite of +2 is a -2, comma. It's shifted down 6. So my vertex is at -2, -6. This right here is my axis of symmetry. X equals -2. Remember, it's x equals -2, not just -2. This one right here, this number and this number are my vertex. The opposite of +2 is a -2. This has been shifted to the left 2, and it's going up 3. That's my vertex. The -2 is your axis of symmetry, and you have to put x equals -2. On 21, write the quadratic equation given the roots. If my roots are 5 and 1, remember, draw your parentheses. What's the opposite of +5? It's -5. What's the opposite of -1? It's +1. So if I put a 5 in here, I get 0. If I put a -1 in here, I get 0. Now then do the full method. X times x is x squared. -5 times 1 is a -5. And -5x plus 1x is a -4x. So x squared minus 4x minus 5 is that equation. My intercepts are 2 and -4. Draw your 2 parentheses. The opposite of 2 is a -2. The opposite of -4 is a +4. So if I put a 2 in here, I get 0. If I put a -4 in here, I get 0. Do the full method again. X times x is x squared. -2 times +4 is a -8. Full -2 plus 4 is a +2x. This is my equation. That's a blast. And lastly, -3 and 5. Draw your 2 parentheses. The opposite of -3 is a +3. The opposite of a +5 is a -5. If I put -3 right here, I'll get 0. If I put a 5 here, I get 0. So these are my 2 parenthesis roots. Okay, x times x is x squared. You should be getting good at this by now. 3 times -5 is a -15. Draw your arches. You get 3x, -5x. That's going to be -2x when you combine them. That is your quadratic equation that gives you the zeros of -3 and 5.